All right, we are continuing the 30-day challenge to stop binge and emotional eating. So far, you have just been really focusing on the regular eating. You have been eating 3 to 5 times per day, and you've been really paying attention to not letting more than 5 hours go by without eating. And when 5 hours do go by, you are noticing with just objectivity, just being neutral about it, that if you let more than 5 hours go by, you are more likely to overeat in the evening or whenever. 5 hours go by without eating, you're more likely to overeat. You're noticing this pattern. Now, we've so far talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The bottom pyramid rung is your physiological needs. Getting enough food is one of these needs. Now we're going to be talking about this thing. How do you know you got enough food, right? You're eating, you're starting to eat regularly. How do you know if you're doing it right? A normal dietitian is going to tell you, well, you're getting so and so many calories, you're getting, X amount of this, X amount of that, and we will be going into nutrition very soon it's the next principle. Today, we're just focusing again on that very basic rhythm. A baby, when the baby's breastfeeding, ideally, it is feeling safe. It is being fed in a rhythmic rhythm, and it is feeling content, okay? It is feeling content. Content is something in your stomach. It's not in your head. This is something I need you to start paying attention to. The rest of the program hinges on your ability for your stomach, not up here, not in your mouth, to feel content. Sometimes when people eat, they get these flavors in their mouth that are like, ooh, yummy, 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 yummy. People can mistake this flavor sensation for feeling content. Content is in your belly. It looks like this. Yummy. And when you feel content, we are looking listen very carefully. We are looking for the feeling of content to ideally last 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So you eat food and you feel content for 2 to 3 hours after you eat. This is so important. You feel, Now, when you're also feeling content, your stomach feels satisfied. It feels grounded. It feels calm. When you get content in your belly, you won't even think about food. You won't be thinking about food for a few hours, 2 to 3 hours, right? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for that when you eat, when you go on this rhythm, this regular eating rhythm, that this feeling of content, it lasts for 2 to 3 hours, maybe even 3.5. But around 2 or 3 hours, you're gonna start getting hungry again, right? And that's when you're gonna start eating again, right? So if you eat at 8 for breakfast, your feeling of content ideally lasts, let's say, until 11 a.m. You ate some eggs, you ate some toast, maybe a glass of milk. You got that nice hearty, it hit the spot, And then around 11 a.m., you're starting to get maybe a little hungry, not super hungry, a little hungry, and this is gonna cue you in. Remember our regular eating guideline. 3 to 5 hours. Don't let more than 5 hours go by without eating. But around 3 hours, 4 hours, you're going to want to eat again. Okay? So then the next meal happens and you again eat until you're content, and so on and so forth. Down below, there's a podcast interview with Nancy. She wrote a best-selling sports book for athletes, and the whole principle is about being content. You can listen to that podcast interview if you want to learn more about being content. That's down below. But really, really just focus on this getting content after you eat. And this feeling should last a little bit of time. We're going to be going into more details about what to eat so that you can feel content. But this is the mindset. This is how you know that you are getting enough food, that the bottom of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs is being met. Your physical need for food is being met. That's when you feel relief. You feel content after you eat. All right? So I'll see you the next lesson. If you have any questions,